Skavetta music.
I hit that dab one time. I remember my boy KP put dab on the blunt one time. I was gone, suited. Yeah, I was gone.
He could smoke too.
For real, that boy know he could cheat all
Yeah.
day. I can't see him even operate without a little something in his lungs.
Yeah.
That boy started
Same for
tweaking.
me.
He's like, nah, I need something.
That and the other thing I like is shrooms.
Mm-hmm.
But I like microdosing shrooms
Okay.
because it's like that's like Adderall shit, like, but it's natural.
Yeah, you can lock in with shrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
Yo, you gotta do less than 0.2, 0.2. Like,
Yeah.
less than that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the perfect microdose.
Okay.
Because then you could do that every day. You could do it
cool.
for 4 days and then take 3 days off.
Yeah.
And it's just I feel like it's a neuro booster.
Mm.
So like you getting like what caffeine gives to you, what like Adderall, whatever's in Adderall that helps your brain function.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's the same as taking like lion's mane.
Yeah.
Those are non-psychedelics that you could do.
Oh, what's this dude? Oh, I forgot his name. I just had a conference with him rooms ago. He's a MMA fighter, legendary MMA fighter out of Niagara Falls.
Oh, not John.
One of my
I'm
good
saying
friends.
John Jones and shit.
Otis is his nephew. Dang, what's his name?
He just won the fight.
Nah, he's like a throwback.
Okay.
Brown skin dude from Niagara Falls. He lives in Florida right now, but he actually was talking to me about that as well. He has his own company right now out in Florida. And I can get his name. I don't know why I can't remember his name right now. Got a picture with this dude, post him and everything. It was crazy. But he's a legendary Hall of Fame MMA fight, UFC fighter, not MMA. And from Niagara Falls. And what he was doing, he was talking what you was talking about, and how, shrooms really helped him out in his career, because he had a career-ending injury, and he was going through a lot of, different medications to figure out what works best. That's when he jumped on mushrooms, and he went off with it. Yep. So
the shit does wonders, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I could eat. If I eat, it's like a super dose or a hero's dose, which is like 3.5 or more.
Yeah.
So I do like 7 grams, and it takes me out of this world. Like I would sit in here, like just sitting here and stare. Yeah. If I had the record player playing all these records the whole time, back and forth, and just
suited,
because it's taking me like in back. Like I'll be stuck, but it's taking me back to my trauma.
Yeah.
And I'm able to process it by myself. But if I had like someone like a doctor or a shaman, they can help me too.
Yeah.
Go through it. They do that with shrooms and they do that with MDMA. There's like who did it? Jordan Poyer was just taking a ayahuasca joint. It's the same shit.
That's
like
crazy.
He's going on a deeper one where he gonna throw up and all this shit. Like ayahuasca is crazy.
Man.
But he's what Joe Kroom said, 4 years sober the other day. And that's crazy.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah.
But that's what helps people like that. Like helps us. Like if we got trauma, we gotta process it, but we gotta process it differently.
Yeah.
Because he might have stemming trauma from football that we don't know.
That's true. Yeah.
It just might be that's why he drinks more. Childhood, something.
Yeah.
Some kind of trauma is making him have an addiction and enjoy that addiction.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like addiction is that you fighting off trauma. Most people is fighting off trauma.
That's a good way to look at it, yeah.
And then that becomes their addiction because it helps them get away from that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Because for me, that's what it was. I was doing coke. I was doing shit. I was going crazy.
Yeah.
It was just like, yo. Then I ate shrooms. I started talking shit to myself. Like dogging myself for
being
hours.
real, yeah.
And it's like, damn, I still did the line. And then I was like, the next day I was like, yo, I ain't doing that shit ever again. I quit, haven't done it, haven't touched it. But it's like, it was like just like realization that whole time. Because I kept eating more shrooms that night and more. And I ain't touched the rest of the coke the rest of the night.
Dang.
Yeah, I did that one line and it was over after that.
Dang, that's crazy. How long ago was this?
It's like, yeah, I was doing the shit when I started the podcast. I was doing cocaine.
Dang.
So like, been like a little bit over 2 years.
2 years? Congratulations, man. That's dope.
Yeah, and I only started this shit when I was 30. But it was one day I was just having a real bad fucking PTSD moment, and I was selling it. So it was like right there, and I was like, yo, fuck it, it's my birthday. I want to try coke, and oh, we got Molly too. I'll try that.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, crazy ass night. It was fun, and I just didn't stop after that.
Dang.
It was just that was like 3-4 years of doing it, and then it took mushrooms to like realize
to get you out of that.
Yeah. I was like, yo, another drug pulled me out. What they call is a drug.
Yeah.
But it's always like if you look at cocaine and Molly, they both man-made. Like they have to do something to make it the way they
yeah.
Shrooms and weed both just grow.
Yeah. It's like they come from earth.
Yeah, they just but they help me.
Yeah.
Those shits wasn't helping me. I was just addicted, kept doing it for hours and hours and hours. Now I'm addicted to this.
Yeah. That's dope. I like
this shit is fun.
Yeah.
But we was just, chatting it up. So let's get into it. Welcome, y'all. I appreciate you tuning in. It is me. It is I am him. It is Space Cadet. You are now tuned into the Spacedout podcast with GenX up in the building. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you. Honored to be out on your platform, man. Been wanting to be here for a while, man. Appreciate you guys, man.
I appreciate you, man. You fucking killing it, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your music videos, amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, mic'd up. So, yo, my favorite gotta be. Damn, I'm high right now, so I'm not going. Is it Mila?
Mila's?
Yeah, the one where she did like the fucking Brady Bunch type shit.
Yo, that was her idea too.
Yeah,
that was her
I was
idea.
Like, that shit is so fire. What's your favorite one you shot?
Oh, it's hard. There's so many. I would say for me, there's actually two. I'm an energy based type guy. I love energy. I love hype music. So Moody came in and really brought. She's an artist here out in Buffalo. She signed to Solo Entertainment, and she came in and brought that energy. Moody's mic that was really good. I also like Kane Wave, K Pistols, the boxing ring.
Yo,
yeah, the boxing ring one was crazy. That was his idea too. Yep.
That's the one I voted for the award show.
You did? That's perfect.
That one. Yeah. Yep. I was like, yo, that's the one that stood out to me the most because if he created a different idea than everyone else had. Everyone else like, yeah, it might have been your ideas, but it's like they were like, yo, let's take it and do it this way.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that shit is different. And it stood out in my brain. As soon as like mic'd up, I was like, I'm picking this one.
Yep. Yeah, his mind is crazy. K Pistol be down to do anything.
Yeah.
Anything and everything. Probably one of my favorite, artists is to shoot with because, he's with it. He just with it. So.
Yeah. He for sure. He's talented. He's got a mind. Like I like the way his mind works.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any artist in Buffalo that you think everyone should be looking at right now? That like nobody really knows about.
I would say an artist that no one really knows about that somebody should start paying attention to.
Yeah, that you've like worked with.
That's hard because there's so many good artists out in Buffalo. That's hard. That's really, really hard. We were just talking about Captivated C. I think I like her energy. I like her business mind. I like, her professionalism, her discipline. These are the things outside of artistry that are important. That I feel like, if an investor came or if a label came, that's a good pick. Because sometimes the most talented might be the most hard-headed person to work with. It might not make business sense to work with a person who's really talented, but doesn't know how to do the little things that really matter in the long run. So I say Captivated C definitely as a whole package because she's very talented. On the same time, she's very disciplined, and she also has a strong mind for a young age. That's looking in as an investment. That's something to watch out for. Kane Wave, K Pistol is a dog. Like you tell him to do anything, I watch him change his music, do a complete 360 with that. Katie King's another one to watch out. He's just so melodic. Amber Simone. Dre Cash is always he been rocking the streets since day one. Like he's been going crazy. But I would say somebody that's like an underdog. People don't really notice him or her. That's really good. You know what, Mila? Mila's really good. She's very talented, and she can go in many different ways with her music. I've dealt with so many artists. I want to
see Mila and Captivated C.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
I was like, yep. When that got put out, I was like, who the fuck is this? Like, I was like, yo, God, you got to come on the podcast like now, like right now.
Yeah,
like,
she's fire.
There's no doubt I need you like right now because it's not, people think it's like I'm looking over people or like not trying to have them. There's a lot of talent in Buffalo, but also I want to have people before they blow up. There's certain people that are gonna hit.
Yep.
It's like Captivated, Sean 2 Times.
Sean 2 Times is a good one. I almost put 10KJ. You talk about Sean
10KJ,
yeah. That's me tell. I got so many artists I've worked with. It's crazy. Yeah, Sean 2 Times is really got. I can't believe I forgot about him. Reason why is because I feel like he already has a pathway to success. He has a really good networking base. Even if he messes up,
management.
Yeah, he is so much structure in his system. Like he's somebody that's gonna go. Like that's a guarantee. So, they already got their thing going. They just all they gotta do is put to the pedal and they're gone.
Yep. Because that's what they're going this weekend to South by Southwest. I was like, yo, you need to push that.
Yeah, networking is big. That's probably one of the biggest things in this industry because you never know, who you're going to run into. So, if you can get out there as much as possible, definitely do that.
And especially if you go and have business cards on you, that's scannable. Like they can scan to get your Instagram. Yep. Something easy that you just boom and it pops up for them.
Yep.
Quick, easy because it's like, or something that they're not going to want to throw away. That's like dope as fuck. I was just telling my homie, yo, take the shit that you've been giving away in your clothes and just take it there.
Yep, that's smart.
And fucking hand it out for free because this shit, the tags on it have the fucking code, so they can scan it and find you.
Yep.
And tell all these people, hand it to like big people when you go there, because those people is gonna fucking wear it.
Yep.
They might wear it that night to the fucking show.
I'll be a little outfit, go with my J's or what I'm saying? Like
yeah. I told them when you find a big artist, make sure you give them something that goes with everything. Say that pair that goes with everything and give it to them. So when did you start videography?
Oh, I have a deep story. So I started videography probably, I'll say like 5 years ago now. Yep, 5 years ago now. I actually started with an artist here, but she's a gospel artist. Her name is Itina. And she was big on, she has a company called Get Focus Production. And I was contracted with her, and she kind of took me under her wing, and put me on. And my wife was there. My wife introduced her to me, and one thing led to another. They taught me everything I needed to know. After that, um, story pretty much tells itself. I started shooting corporate videos. We shot, I think, Albert Knox, I think 43 North. And I was working in the corporate setting, and I just, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. But my passion, was really for, kind of where I came from. I work with Fortune 500 companies. I work with financial institutions. I have financial background, and but there was something missing. And one day, I think I shot with one of her, childhood friends, and just that moment, just being in the trenches, and anything goes in the music video. There's no structure to it. Whatever mistake you make could be the new thing. You know how what's his name got his hair messed his hair cut up and went on stage, and now it's the company. You know what I'm saying? So like anything that you did, was just creative, even if you made a mistake. So kind of enjoyed an environment where it was just so much chaos, but so much energy, it was so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like my thing. Once I shot that first, video, and then after that, I shot my boy K the King, and everything just took off. So for music specifically, I've been shooting videos for a while, but for music specifically, probably like 2 or 3 years. Yep.
And the first mic'd up was K the King, or was that the first music video?
Oh, technically, so the first GenX mic'd up was it K the King? Nah, the first mic'd up was Dre Cash. Yep. So let me give you a real backstory to this, right? So I didn't want to shoot mic'd up at all. I remember Tyree Hames called me and was like, "Yo, Dre Cash want to shoot, a little video." At the time, I wasn't that good at music videos, so Dre Cash wanted to work with me, but his main cameraman was Danny Vista. Shout out Danny Vista. Danny Vista definitely, somebody you should definitely get on the podcast. And shout out to him. He kind of took me under his wing and kind of introduced me to the market, as well as Tyree Hames. Tyree called me one day. It was like, "Yo, Dre Cash want to shoot, kind of like a performance video." And he showed me Off the Block, and Off the Block is huge, right? So this kind of like stemmed from what they started, right? And I was like, I don't really want to do it. I like I like music videos. They got more, creativity to it, whatever. Dre Cash was like, "Man, if you don't come here and shoot my joint." So we went to Tyree's studio, and he did a video. He just did a video with what's that dude out of Rochester? Bigger dude. That's his name. Respectfully. He did Respectfully.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Class Murder.
Yep.
So he did a video with Class Murder. That was shot by Chris Cole. Chris Cole was heat, and Chris Cole was killing. He's still one of the best videographers out here. And he was like, "I want to do a performance to follow up with that. One more content with this song." So we went to a studio, shot the first mic'd up at his studio, at Tyree's studio, and I posted it, and we just see how much love it came. And after that, we did a couple more. We did outside of Jim Bell's, Jefferson, and I just started getting mad DMs. I want one. And that's when I was like, I need to do something with it. And so we started jumping into we started put all the equipment in the car, hopped in the whip, and we went all over the city and just started. We were shooting it for, at the time, $25. Shooting like this for $25. Yep.
If you missed that, you fucking suck.
Yep.
Because that shit, like, just to set up is fucking $25 worth of work.
Mm-hmm.
I know that from experience.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It was a lot of work. It was some grind. We put in that grind. But for me, it was more about the end result. I was willing to invest in this because I seen, I seen the difference. Like, I tried contacting the originals, I would say there's so many of them out there now. So many different
Yo,
brands.
there's mad. Yo, I was just telling them today that I just seen this one. It's in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
It's this big dude. I'm sorry, I forget his name. I just added him. He got mad. He got
Disconnected.
yeah. Yo, this man rubbed fucking oil all over his belly.
Oh
and
yeah, I
started
know.
Singing.
Yeah, he was the one. He be shopping at Walmart and getting all his clothes at Walmart and be saying that like y'all ain't gotta spend money on name brands. Yeah, I love it. I love his message. Yep.
And he can sing fucking. Yep. He says that I can sing better than everyone. I don't need no auto tune, no nothing like that. I was like, yo. But it was a whole pause moment in the beginning. I was like, yo, why he? And then he started singing. I was like, yo,
dude, type fire, yeah,
bro, fire.
Yep.
I was like, yo, but yeah, there's so many. It's like, yo, who's the creator? It's like, that's just like someone just posted that John is from Philly, where it says that it originated in New York during the Emancipation. Like the emancipation and shit, like, so it's like, where does the word come from? They're gonna argue over a word too.
Over a word, yeah.
But I think it's a big argument. And I seen someone posting, I was like, nah, I thought that was a New York word.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, it's a Philly word. It's
a Philly word. Oh, when I was arguing over where it originated.
Yeah.
And it comes to majority rules, you know what I'm saying?
You just gotta really find who typed it mic'd up in.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, you can't really say. I feel like mic'd up to be those people that were doing covers in like 2008 on the corner, recording themselves, and then posting it. Because that could be where the idea came from for the first person.
That's true. That's true.
Like, oh, they doing this in London on the street. Let's do it in the hood on the street.
Yep, that's true. Every idea originates from somewhere. Yeah. It comes from somewhere. It got to. Like, you gotta draw your. You know, I always give credit to where I get my inspiration from. Like, I put my twist on whatever I do. Like, but I know that I learn from something, and I'm a product of my environment. Like, I don't get anything from just nothing. I'm not gonna sit there and be eggheaded as if I wasn't influenced by the greats around me. But realistically, like, I feel as though, like, that's where your power comes in. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand that, these people, that life can teach you, that you can learn from everything, and you can consume, and then now you can produce. I think that's a wonderful thing. I think that, like, being able to be in a position where you understand the flow, understand what you can gain by, sometimes just listening or watching or understanding, it's powerful. But then you're in a position to create. I sit here, because I was in a position to follow first. You know what I'm saying? I understood that, okay, I can't be a leader without understanding how to follow, because as a leader, you have to understand the people that are following. You know what I'm saying? In order to do that, you have to be in that position. So I think that all stems from, I think creativity all comes from somewhere. It comes from somewhere at all times.
Fact. That's a fact. Yeah, I mean, my mic that fucking comes from you. Like, I was like, yo, I got a podcast. I'm having a lot of fucking music artists on it, but I'm not only having, like, I did DJs with it, like EDM DJs, and they just threw down. Like, but now I'm like, yo, we shouldn't take this anywhere though, and have them do it.
Yep.
And then we have acoustic guitar players. We have everything, like literally everything. Like, I like all music. So it's like, I can do this with all these artists and give them another platform. Like, we have GenX. We have whoever else does it here. Like,
they can only shoot.
Nova Vision's doing Bomb First.
Yep.
Like, now it's like, boom, you get an interview and you get the mic'd up. Yep. Then, yo, go to GenX. He's gonna, like, you got one with him? Like, yo, come here. Let's do one too. So that we can push you out too, because everybody's got different people who's watching them too.
Exactly. It's a platform.
Yeah, it's a whole platform.
So it's more of a marketing scheme. It's more of a way to express yourself and gain attraction from different market that you didn't have, you know what I'm saying, yet you weren't a part of before. So I always encourage people to create more of these, because especially in Buffalo, we need that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we need more artists to get exposed, because we got some talent out here.
And not only that, I feel like the reason I do this is because it's like we only got 93.7 and the other one 98.5.
Mm-hmm.
So like for big artists to go and sit down and do something like this,
Mm-hmm.
there's not what else do we got?
Nothing.
And it's like, now if I get artists, even big artists, like we have Benny, so that's like people know that we had him. So it's like I have the Sticky, people know that I've had her. So it's like now bigger artists I can influence to come here. And if you create a podcast, you can do the same thing.
Yep.
And then we can all have platforms here. And it could be like Austin, Texas, Nashville, and fucking Atlanta, LA. Like, this is what we need to create here.
Yep.
Like, imagine if this whole thing, like, if the Struggle Compound was literally just podcast rooms.
That's true. That's crazy. Yeah.
Like, if we just had podcast rooms, like,
that's smart.
And just pushing it because we need to push it in every direction, not only just hip hop. Because we have more, like, there's people like Emily from fucking Streets she got her sign.
Oh, Emily Rodriguez. Yeah, yep.
Yo,
I shot with her too. She dope.
Yo, fire.
Yep.
And it's like, yo,
she's got new artists too. On the roster named Karma.
Yeah.
Karma, fire. Wessel Karma just came out with some stuff. Streets always been fire. That boy it's just a matter of a time with him.
Yeah.
But he got some new people on Trust Nobody Musical Records, and Karma's definitely that's that one.
Crazy how many, like, there's like, yo, we got all these fire ass rappers coming, like Out West Records got what's his name? Fuck. Oh my god.
I've been trying to shoot with my boy Fabi out there.
That's his name.
Yeah, man.
Young
Fabi, man. We always talk. We always have a little conversation, but we can just never get on the same page to shoot. But once we do, it's gonna be something extravagant. I'm definitely gonna put my foot in that one, because Fabi's a really talented artist. And you know what I like about Fabi is that his validity. You know, you got Fabi over there. You got my boy KJ. You know what I'm saying, over there. KJ is a hot artist as well. You know, but they out there, like you said, we were talking about it before. Like, you know, these people, you know, really live that life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard to get them to really not so much Fabi. I'm starting to see Fabi really put towards the music. You know, after I have a conversation, he had a time.
If he fucking, if he puts that foot down and just
go.
Just fucking just looks at that foot fucking on that pedal and doesn't look at anything else and just keeps going and going. It's over, because his sound is fucking incredible.
It is.
We have so many, like you said, so many incredible, talented artists. And if they start like collaborating and working together, if people put beefs aside, if people fucking like even just like because there's gotta be people who don't like you. There's people who don't like me. There's people who don't like Struggle. There's people who don't like Rap Room Studios. It's like, if people
can't make everybody happy.
But if we put that aside and all work together, this shit would be fucking amazing.
We go up. We need to go up.
This shit would be amazing.
Yep. Westside did something crazy. Like, you know, people don't understand how. Like, I admire Westside Gun. Like, people talk about Conway and Benny, and I do respect everything they do, and I don't take this as a short to them. But the reason why I like to bring Westside to the forefront a lot more is because he's a genius. Like, you had to really think about in a time where, like, getting people to work together, like, in a space where, like, working together almost seemed impossible. He was able to tie in and bring Griselda to the forefront and connect people. To be a connector is special. Is very special. And like, I really study him. Like, I really study, like, you know, what does he do? You know, how does he move? You know, how does he create so much and manage so much on a scale that, to me, you know, doesn't really seem realistic, because I'm not in those rooms. So
that shit is wild.
Yeah,
bro.
like he's a genius. He's a genius. And credit to all of them. Conway's a lyrical genius. Like, so was Benny. Like, you know, the great marketer, was a great businessman. Like, you know, that whole team over there they got some real sharks, some real dogs over there in the business world. So I respect, you know, hats to them. I really respect what they did to the city, how they inspired the city. You know, I have to understand that, like, You know, a lot of my success stems from their influence. You know, they have on Buffalo artist community. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they made it. So now everybody's like, yo, we can make it too, which it's always been the case, but now people see it.
Yeah.
So seeing is believing. So they did their thing. Yep.
No, that's a fact, because I mean, podcast wise, it's like, what would there be to talk about in Buffalo? It feels like, because Westside went from jail, from selling drugs in jail, to coming out, to fucking starting a record label, starting a clothing brand, all this shit, and fucking just like
just going up.
leveled up, and he's showing people who fucking done what he's doing what he's doing, that they can do the same shit.
Yep.
They just need to connect these dots.
He's mastered the skill. A lot of people, like a lot of cats out here selling drugs and stuff like that, need to understand that, like, he understood, okay, I'm selling drugs, right? And let's say I'm out here doing whatever I do on the street, you know what I'm saying, the white lady, whatever, right? So, you know, he understood, you know, he started to realize, okay, my profit margin, my risk to reward. You know, if I sold this many t-shirts opposed to selling this, I don't have to look over my shoulder. I can publicize and market in a better way. So this might be a better product to go for. Or if I did, you know, if I jump into music, okay, now that I got this money, where do I invest in? You know, how to build and make relationships. Like, you learn all that in the game, like in the streets. So like him taking that and applying it, and a lot of some people miss that. They take what they learn in the streets and don't realize they can apply that to a pharmacy. You know what I'm saying? You can go get your, you know, go to school, do what you got to do in school, and you know,
you can apply that to
anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can legally sell drugs. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Penicillin is busting. You know, like prescription drugs is busting. Doctors is writing scripts all the time. Like, you can take commission off of that. So like,
yo, weed is busting right now.
Weed, you know what I'm saying? What?
I work at a dispensary.
What? So like, you know, you do the paperwork, you apply your knowledge you learn in the street, and you learn to jump into something that's going to give you more profit. You know, and everything's risky. You know what I'm saying? You might not have to worry about jail time doing that, but you might have to worry about lawsuits. You know, do the wrong thing. So like, a business period is risky, but you know, I do admire them for, you know, taking that one thing and then rebranding themselves.
In the gallery, the mall.
What? Come on now,
bro. Having a line
out the door,
anything more than sneakers in a store,
crazy.
Having people come here from different countries, having snowboarders and skiers, having the skier come here to watch Conway perform at drum work. Yo, crazy. I'm in because shout out SK, got to the VIP. I'm in the VIP. I'm seeing people from like crazy people, like different worlds of people that are there, and you're like, yo, what the fuck? You go to a concert with them out of state, and you think that it's gonna be a bunch of hoodlums? Nah, it's straight the old man that fucking lives in Williamsville type in North Dakota and shit. They're going to fucking Utah and selling out.
It's crazy. Like, their marketing strategy, their game, their network. Like,
he just fourth rope. Come on, my man is just went. And now he's three: music, fashion, and wrestling. What did we all grow up on? If you from any type of hood, you grew up on wrestling.
Yeah, you know everything. Because Sky Too Hottie, you know what I'm saying? The Rock, you know what I'm saying?
The Ultimate Warrior was my favorite. I had that fucking. I just watched the thing about Ultimate Warrior. I had the fucking doll that they made.
That's crazy.
Made fucking Vince McMahon make this doll because Hogan had one. Bro, and I had that shit. Yeah. And my brother had the Hulk Hogan one. Yo, we had Sting mask.
Yeah, Sting, Stone Cold, Sting,
Stone Cold t-shirts, bro, that you would get yelled at in school for wearing. Austin 316, you would get yelled at for wearing it. But it means fucking what? Like 316 is the Bible verse or something like that. Like, why y'all yelling at me? You can't wear that in school. Turn it inside out. Yo, as a fucking in like 5th grade, they're making you do this. Mr. Sacco, bro, come
Yeah.
on. Yo, that shit was hilarious. And it's like, yo, we grew up on this, and this man is like, now from Buffalo, from the streets of Buffalo, from where we're from, where you've driven down the streets that they talk about in these songs. You've driven down, go down Detroit. When I was a kid, my grandma lived on it. There'd be so many people outside selling drugs. And it'd be like 2000 and fucking, like 1980, like 1999,
90s,
bro.
early 90s. Yeah, I remember those.
Yo,
white tee with the sneakers.
You drive down Montana and it'd be like, you drive down Ivy and I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, mom, why are we going? Oh, we're going to your cousin's house. And my dad be like, you guys are staying in the house.
Yep. Stay in the
So
house,
you know,
can't go outside.
like, yo, Ivy was so bad, and my cousin's boyfriend was selling the drugs right on the porch.
It's crazy.
Yo, this shit, like, yo, it'll be like crazy, and you're like, yo, these streets that they grew up in, like, y'all have to understand the 80s and the 90s, the 70s, 80s, and 90s in Buffalo. It's crazy.
It's crazy, yep.
Especially in the east side of Buffalo, it wasn't like how it is now. Like, it wasn't half Arabic or Middle Eastern people living there. It's all like, east side was African American. South Buffalo, all white. The west side, all Puerto Ricans or you're from a different country.
Yep.
And then North Buffalo, and you don't cross those lines into those different areas.
Nope, don't.
And it'd be like, yo, and this is what they did for us. And people shit on them, and it's sad. And it's like, yo, now we're in wrestling. He's in wrestling.
Yep.
Like,
Benny got his sports agency.
Benny's got a sports agency.
Yep. T. Warren and them. Yep.
He got who signed one of the Bills players on it. He got Deion Dawkins on the sports agency. Yep. There's I forgot who else. He's got basketball players on it.
Basketball players doing things for the kids. They give out to the community. They really give out opportunities. I think it was artist Baby Seam. He just gave him some love. Showed it on his page.
He sure did.
Yep.
He said Baby Seam, and I went, typed in Baby Seam, listened, and I'm like,
tapping in. Yep.
And I hit up Baby Steam, and we tapped in now.
Yep.
But he coming through. Yep. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna fucking, that was crazy. It's like he's doing what like those big artists are, like Drake's doing. Yep. And he's doing it here. Like, oh, who am I? I'm listening to Baby Steam from Buffalo. Yep. Like, that was crazy.
It's crazy. Yep. I love what they do, man. They really do give back, and they do as much as they possibly can, because I watch other people that who are in those positions and they don't, and giving back is my mentor, like I said before, Tina, is something that she instilled in me. So, that's something that's genuine. That's something that I can connect on and just respect. Like, the fact that he took Conway went on tour and took his whole family, and not his whole family, but his art, like these kids. Like, I'm talking to kids that are younger than me, like 18, 19 years old, on tour. What I'm saying? Performing in front of thousands, hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying? With their uncles, and what I'm saying? I think that's just an experience. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
He created Conway Cares.
Yep. Yeah, he did. Yep.
He got Conway Cares. I think Benny got a thing too, but they don't see this. Westside got to do shit. They don't see it. Westside walking into stores with no security. No security in the streets of Buffalo. None. All this chains on with his lady. And to my cousin Vintage. Dope as fuck. Like, yo, and took a picture with Skilly, is it Skilly Vanilli? Something like that. Yo, this man, and I was like, yo, that shit is dope. Like, the shit that they do is so dope.
Crazy, yeah.
What, in those camps, do you have a favorite artist out of all of them?
Not really. It all depends on my vibe. Like, you got, I still love, Johnny B. Caddy. You got Thugs I Met Too. You got, Remorse. Thanksgiving. You got Jesus Crisis. You got, what I'm saying? You got, I feel like
they got so much.
They got so much heat and time. So, but in the camps though, like specifically underneath their labels, like for BSF, Griselda, for Drumwork, Jay Ski's a phenomenal artist. What I respect about Jay Ski's is his business ethics. You know what I'm saying? How he handles situations. Like, he has a very professional business. I mean, suede jumpers is still my shit. I'm sorry, but like he has a very professional approach to situations. I kind of I respect that. And then you got Camino, just ridiculously talented. I don't care what he jump on, he'll build body. That's
he's multi.
He's just multifaceted.
Yo.
That's Benny's Meek Mill. He's gonna retire off that. Then you got Heem. Heem is just raw. Like it don't matter when, where, how. He don't get in the mic. He gonna tear it up. He just has that authenticness to himself. You got Shooter. Shooter's just raw. Like everything he do. Like you feel the pain in his music. You know what I'm saying? You can hear. You don't even gotta listen to him. You can hear it. You know what I'm saying? So like they got a squad. Love the Genius is phenomenal. Like to me, she's multifaceted because when I listen to her music, she's just so knowledgeable. Like you know what I'm saying?
And she can sing.
Yeah.
There are people like, oh nah, she can sing.
Yeah. Bro. Like they just have so much to give. And if I miss anybody, it's all love, but like it's just so much on each roster. It's so competitive. I was like, that's a lot of work. They got
people who we haven't even heard.
Yeah, for real.
Like I've had on here, but like people who haven't even like tapped in, and they need to. Like look up Sammy Snow.
Sammy Stone.
He's on drum work. He's got a whole different vibe. Like he can rap, but he went to a whole different way, and the sound is crazy. It's just like Rick
High.
Yo,
Ricky,
the beats like
what?
Low
beats,
Pro.
flow, yep.
Low Pro is fucking phenomenal. You just like, bro, and you're just waiting for more and more and more. The things Benny is doing right now, like you can't deny it.
Can't deny it at all.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your biggest inspiration
when it comes to why I do this?
Anything.
My biggest inspiration of why I do this, definitely my family. Obviously, I do it for them, but what's my passion and kind of like what drives me and what's my my daily reward is just watching the people I work with and the reaction and seeing themselves. I like encouraging the artists that I like bringing that belief out of them, because sometimes you can rap in a booth, you can talk, you can do X, Y, and Z. But when you get a production team that puts you in your best of light, and then you see yourself like, yo, I knew I was cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I knew it, but this is like confirmation. So like, and not everybody else can see it. And then watching the reaction, like having artists call you, like, yo, GenX, you did your thing, like da da da, like, and with that, like that to me is just it's very rewarding on a daily basis. Like that's something I kind of cherish, is watching them, see themselves and knowing that, we did that for them. So I'm always going to be in this situation where I'm serving, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do. So, and a part of serving is getting that gratification that your people that you build relationships with, are happy with what you did for them. So it's dope. Like it's really, that's my biggest inspiration that keeps me going every day, amongst other things. But that's probably what I get gratification, that there's no materialistic thing attached to that. Like that's something that's like, like, wow, you did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this person is reacting. And those reactions those moments are so important for me.
Hell yeah. I would like to do a whatchamacallit with you. Like where we come up with an idea and do some shit, like a mic'd up
collab. Collab.
I have a couple ideas that I think we could definitely.
I want to bring other people through, like that Famous Animal TV. He's out in Memphis. He shot with Moneybag Yo. That's a good connect. Shoot you the information. I want to get, you got Gabe. I think Gabe need to come out here. He already shot with Benny, El Camino, Drake Cash. I want to bring homie out here. You know what I'm saying? That's on the radar.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to get more collaboration, like you said, together. So I'm definitely down to do that. I definitely want to start bringing other people around.
Yeah, because then the next thing is going to be the battle of the spots, like finding different spots.
Ooh,
in Buffalo,
yeah.
And then being just like a friendly thing, like between us, like that. Yo, who can find the craziest spots to do shit at?
Oh, that's hard. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, yo, I have ideas that I haven't seen done yet.
Yeah.
And they might get done, like, because I'm thinking of it, someone else is thinking of it.
That's
and
true.
Now it's like, who's going to drop it first? And how do I get it done first?
Yeah.
Because Buffalo has so many dope-ass spots you can do it in. And there's just like ideas just like
going through.
It's like, yo.
Quick question for you though. Like, what do you think about like labels or independent artists? And if you were to give knowledge or give advice to an artist that comes on your platform, what would you tell them to do? Like, what's your...
Just to go with a label or stay independent?
Yeah.
I feel like you got to do what West did. Go with the label, make sure you get the correct deals, and fucking then branch off.
Yep.
Because that's going to create your buzz.
Yep.
You're going to get a name out there. And even if you're not becoming like a Drake status, because it's going to be very hard to get that Drake status.
Yeah.
Because, Westside is very popular and well known, but he's still not Drake status. There's no shot at him.
Yeah.
But it's like there's Drake, there's Jay-Z's, there's J. Cole's. Like they're not. Their rapping is up there with them, but it's like the
brand, the marketing,
and the marketing is like Westside is getting there. Like he's climbing, but it's like you're not gonna, like, people think that it's gonna be, I go to South by Southwest and it's gonna be, I get signed by fucking Stoney and I'm fucking right next to Drake in the fucking, I got my own plane now, and I'm the shit. Like, nah, it don't work like that.
It don't.
Like, y'all need to go listen to what the fuck Jay Skis is saying. Understand that you only getting 3 cents on a fucking per fucking stream. You fucking making pennies on fucking everything you putting out. And don't sell your fucking, do what Russ did. Russ is like another person to fucking go behind.
Yeah, I love Russ. I love his business sense. Like, he's very intelligent. You know, I don't know if you know or not, but I also, have a credit funding agency as well. So I'm like I said before, I'm big on the finance.
Yeah.
So like credit stacking, repairing people's credit, and getting them, thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars in funding is what I do. So when I watched the interview with Russ, he was explaining to him, like, opposed to, like, he's still saying, like, he's not saying that independent, because I think Russ is independent, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. He's not saying that, oh, independent's the way to go. He's saying, like, if you're independent, you need to understand how business works and how the financial games works. And your best return on your dollar is going to be all dependent on you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I think he is signed, but when he signed, he didn't give them
a certain percentage. Yeah,
all that back, like all those songs that he fucking already made. It's like some of these artists are literally giving up everything.
Yep.
Like, yo, you made this song, and this song is gonna get, like, they just signed you. Now you just dropped this song with whoever, but this song right here, is that one, and it goes off. You own it or you don't, or they own it. Choose one.
Yep.
Because it's like, do you want to give all that shit that you did by yourself to somebody else without their help at all, and they just taking it because they signed you? That shit makes no sense to me. These 360 deals, like, people are like, y'all signed a 360 deal, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why?
It depends. I leave it on. I always say is it depends on the person. If you know you're not going to put in that work, sign the deal. If you know you're not capable,
now that if they just out here just trying to make, like, do it just to do it for the clout and shit.
Like, look at Lil Wayne. I don't see Lil Wayne really being in the business tomorrow like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't see Lil Wayne really operate. He's a creative. He needs to be creative. He needs to be in the studio. So, like, I feel like Lil Wayne, if I don't know what deal he signed, but like, if he signed a 360 deal, I'm pretty sure he did with Birdman. But if he signed a deal, I think it was him it's a benefit to him. It's a test to him because he knew himself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think everybody should be independent. And that's what I was going to say earlier. I'm like, independency is something that's, you take that on. That's you battling with labels.
Not
now.
everybody.
Yeah.
Because the one person who was I feel like one of the best independent artists was Mac Miller.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's the top independent artist, and people are like, someone tried to tell me that the TV show on MTV boosted him. It did not at all.
It's
did y'all
phenomenal.
see the numbers on Kids?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the numbers on any of his albums?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're crazy.
Yep.
But he did it all by himself, and look at what happened. Like, that's got to be some kind of pressure that was put on that man to do all that work. Like, you paying for everything. You paying for a music video. So your music video, you want that music video to be like fucking a Missy Elliott music video.
Mm-hmm.
So you dropping $100,000 for a music video.
Yep.
And that's just wild. Like, that's just wild to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to think, like, the dude who do Lemonade, Lyrical Lemonade, Cole Bennett.
Yep.
Yo, how much did he just spend on that whole album for every music video?
He went crazy.
And it's like, yo, how are you getting paid for that all back too? Mm-hmm. Or he's got to be signed to something.
Typically, what I would presume that he's doing if he decided to do, if Cole Bennett, and it's, I don't really know all the numbers, I'm not there yet, but I'm assuming that in that situation, he would have to get points on the back end. If the person he would post on his YouTube platform. I'm pretty sure he's making a lot of money, so the ROI, the numbers have to make sense. So if you know that you're gonna,
they gotta make sense.
Drop 10 million, you probably gonna make, like, you know what I'm saying, like 30 or 40 million back. So you know, you got, for every dollar you spend, you got to make 3. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to pay people off, pay your expenses, and then leave with some profit. So the rule of thumb, whenever you invest, is always 1 to 3. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like his avenues at this point, because his brand is so big, is his currency is got to be streams, got to be views, got to be attention. You know, his currency has changed from dollars to attention. I don't really see him taking payment up front. If he did, you know, it'd be just cause, but he want the back end. Yeah, he's so big now. The back end is huge.
Yeah, his videos is wild.
Yeah, they are too. I like his videos are good. But I do like his business sense as well. I love his business sense.
Now, how much would it cost to do like a Missy Elliott type of video?
Oh man, with the right production team,
Ludacris with the big fucking.
I'm glad you brought this up. So like, what we're doing now, like, I'm in the process of doing that now, is creating a real music video. Because a real music video, and that's kind of what I'm doing with GenX ENT. You'll probably see like Danny Vista with one of these jackets on, Chris Cole, and other shoes in the town. You're gonna start seeing.
You collabing with them?
Yeah, yep.
That's beautiful.
Because like, it takes a team to create a production, like a real video production. Like, you need, like, once you're at I went to a real shoot. When I went to a real shoot, it was like 15, 20 people on the set. So, sort of realizing what it really takes, and everybody has to be specialized in their job to create, a masterpiece. So, us doing, running around with a camera in our backpack, and it's not enough if you want a real video production. But it's good. It's good for where we're at. But as you start to climb and deal with different clientele and labels, you start to realize, to get a real video production, to shoot something like that, I would say minimum $10K. That's being cheap. Like, minimum $10K. Yep. To get a real production, location scouting, makeup, light team, gaff team. You have to do audio on set. You never know. You want to dub the audio and put it in the video. If there's a story plot, shot list, pre-production, post-production, creative directing, set design. So many things you have to have on a shoot to make it that thing.
Yeah. What's the most you spent on one, or that you've had to spend on one?
Probably like 4 bands. And that was K the King pressure video. he had 1 million views on Instagram. Yeah, 1 million views on Instagram with low key viral, and yeah, about $4,000 that we spent on a music video. But yeah, like I'm in the process of now like putting together something you'll find out soon. And that's gonna be upwards. But for me, it's more about the marketing. Who's gonna see it? I don't want you put so much money into something and nobody sees it, then it's like that. So right now we're got some partners and stuff like that, and we're gathering things together. So looking to take this to the next level.
Have you ever made a movie?
I want to. No, I haven't yet, but I want to. Yeah. Yep.
That shit would be dope.
Yeah, I want to. I really do want to.
Yeah. Started off with a mic'd up and goes into a movie. They blow their minds like, yo, what just happened?
I do want to do a movie. I think for me, it's going to be more educational purpose based. So like I personally think like a movie would be dope, show a different side of me, different side of our team. So I definitely coming though. Definitely coming.
And the iPhone. What about the iPhone fucking music videos?
Man, you can shoot a music video on anything. Like it's all about the knowledge. I shoot a music video on my 13 over there, and that probably come out better than a lot of people dealing with a red camera. Because I just I think Cole Bennett did that. Cole Bennett shot a little Yachty video on the iPhone completely. It was raw, but there were a lot of people do on their regular $6,000 to $10,000 cameras. You know what I'm saying? So that just comes from just knowledge and being in the game. Like, once you get a lens, I just need a lens. I just need to be able to record you, no matter what it is.
Yeah, so it's the iPhone, but they got the lenses over this.
Mm-hmm.
They putting the lenses over it.
You could if you don't have the knowledge, you know how to edit. The sauce is always going to be in the production, the direction, and then the edit. Like the equipment you use, I can make you do anything.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Yep. The editing, the production for sure.
Mm-hmm. Equipment just makes it easier. You know what I'm saying? If you get good equipment, there's a lot of things you don't have to deal with in post editing or pre production. But getting it done, you still get it done with anything.
And you got anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here? Words of wisdom, anything like that?
Keep going. Don't stop. Just shout out to Slim Gus. You know what I'm saying? Slim Gus, another big cinematographer out here from Buffalo, New York. Working with NFL and getting an Emmy.
Yeah. Yep. I've seen that.
Came back to Buffalo to share.
I think he was on What's in Yours, the other podcast we have.
Yep. Perfect. So like, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, bro, like, words of encouragement. He just said, keep going. So like, I definitely want to pass that down. Like, keep going. Don't stop. It may seem tough. It may seem hard. But all diamonds need pressure. So put in work. Don't stop.
Yeah. I seen he won one. There's who is it? Fucking, he used to work with fucking, what's his name? Dwight. Yeah. That man killing it with movies and shit. Mm-hmm. He just did his first, like, not Broadway, but like Broadway type. Yeah. Like a play. He did a play and I was like, yo, that's phenomenal.
That's fine.
And different. Like something different. Yep. But I guess that, like, he's probably just doing that for his director type skills, like to get better at directing things. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yo, we got talent here.
We do. Ponzo Houdini, shout out to Ponzo. He out there putting on work on it too.
Yeah, I just seen that. He was doing like his own directing of his own thing. Yep. His own TV show. Yep. Which is dope. Doing the casting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Drew was like, yo, you should hit him up, see if you can get casted. I was like, go on to Atlanta. I gotta work, bro.
Everybody put in work. Big Boat, somebody I partnered. I don't know if you know Boat. Somebody I partnered up with too. Shout out to him, man. He's really been taking and exposing everybody. He got some knowledge in the game. He's a Buffalo legend. So shout out to him as well, man. He really putting everybody on their back and putting everybody on his back and getting that working.
Yeah. That's Love Boat's dad, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I just seen Love Boat perform the other night.
Yeah, that's my boy, man.
Yeah. Beast.
Yeah. He
Yo,
can hoop too. I want to get like a little basketball tournament. That'd be raw. Communical hoop too. Drake Cash can hoop. They all can hoop. Can't check me, but they can hoop.
Now that would be dope too. It's just like I was just thinking, like I was just talking to them. I want to do like more music shit too, but it's not like for me. It's not just rap. Like I want it to be like a music is art type thing, where it's all
like
different type of music. Like festivals. We need more festivals here.
Yeah, we do.
Like yo, if we got all these people. We know these people. We got connections with people. Like we can get these artists. We just gotta get these sponsors.
Yeah.
Like if we can get people to back us and get the spaces. Like there's a space called like Buffalo Run.
Yeah.
And it's where they have the country joint. Like we can go there and do it. We can go to the waterfront now. That shit should be done by the summer. By next summer, because you're gonna have to plan it out. But like that shit would be tough to have.
It would be a perfect place
to have like 10, 15 local artists and then like 5 big artists.
Yeah.
And then, but the local acts are way, like, we try to push those way harder than all the other people.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Or just like all just local artists just perform. Like music is art. But it's just all local people.
Yeah.
And it don't matter if you're not living in Buffalo. Like, you come here and you fucking perform if you're from Buffalo. And you just do it. Because it's like the 716 music fucking, I don't know, extravaganza or some shit. Just to push, because we got so much talent here.
We do.
Nova Vision be
fire. Nova Vision is the original, bro. People be forgetting.
Yo,
he been at it for a minute.
Crazy fire. And he had this chick Grace Greening. Yo, so fire. I'm like, yo, she about to blow up too. Like Zuri Appleby. People don't even know. Like Zuri Appleby fucking is out here on tour with Lizzo and all these big huge names.
Oh, that's crazy.
Playing bass for all these people. Like we got talent from Buffalo.
Really do.
Like, come on. Rick James is from Buffalo.
That's a fact.
There's talent. There's talent.
Yeah,
we just gotta keep pushing and pushing. Buffalo gonna be the #1 city with music, I feel like, in a couple years if we keep pushing.
Yep.
Build a fucking big studio and everyone goes there.
Yep.
Just gotta stop the crab in a bucket fucking mentality.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing. Now, do you live here in Buffalo or do you live in Atlanta?
So I live in Charlotte right now. I just moved to Charlotte about 2 years ago. But I fly back and forth like every week or so to maintain and kind of build relationships here. I am going to be out in Atlanta a lot as well. So those are my stomping grounds so far. Building, setting base in all 3 of those states. And
that's smart though.
Yeah, yep. Pushing.
Because Charlotte got talent.
Charlotte got some talent. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's fire. Congratulations.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you coming through. Of
course.
Where can I find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, GenX, GenX _ENT _. Facebook, same, GenX ENT. Google me, GenX ENT LLC. And that's pretty much it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate you.
Of course.
Make sure you guys go like, subscribe, do all that cool shit. Peace.